Hello everyone, so today we're going to do this alert component here. The idea is that we have different types that we can choose from, and it's going to be different colors, different icons depending on the type. So this is success alert, info alert, error alert, warning alert, and default alert. And we have a button that you can close. And basically that's it. So let's start by creating a new project with npx create next app, latest. Yes, let's install this new package. For the project name, let's call alert next. TypeScript, no. Yes, linked, yes. Tailwindcss, yes. The idea is to do this using Tailwind and Next. And we are doing a lot of components using Next and Nuxt, so make sure to check that out. Source directly, no. App router, yes. Import, no. And that's it. It's going to automatically install the packages for us. Let's wait a little. So I'm going to make a playlist of this, I think. It's going to be easier to find these components using Next. Okay, here we have it. So now we enter the folder, so cd alert next. Here we open our editor with code space dot. I'm going to put on this screen here. So this is the basic configuration. It already comes with the basic for Tailwind. We can delete this background here. You can delete these two images in the public. Side next, you can delete all of this, just the Tailwind basic components and utilities, and you can delete this favy icon also. The page, you can delete this main here and this image. Here let's put an h1, let's call home, just to make sure it's working. Now let's run with npm run dev. Let me open here. Okay, we have home here, which is good. I'm gonna put this on my right. No, this on my right. Just a second. Okay, and I'm going to put this on my left. Let me put this a little bit to the right here. Okay, good. Now I'm going to make a components folder. Inside here, we are going to use call a component called alert.gsx. I'm going to export default function alert. And in here, let's return. Let's put an h1 alert. Inside pages, let's make a div here. Inside this div, we call alert. Okay. Let's see if it's working. Okay, we have alert here. Let's put a margin here just to... Let's put M4. Okay, so just to have a margin here. Or a padding, doesn't matter. It can be any one of those. So now let's see how we can start this. We're going to need different kind of alerts. You're not going to need different kind of text. So let me go here to the alert component. Inside here, let's start with the basic. So let me put a div here. And inside, let's think. The first thing, this div is going to be the box. So where the color, background color is going to go, and also the text color and close button option to hide or show this. Inside here, you're gonna have an icon. For the icons, we're going to install a package called Lucid Icons, Lucid React. So let's install this first. npm install Lucid React so that we can use these icons. Okay, let's run again. So inside here, let's put just a normal icon, info icon. Let me see, let's run again here. Okay, you have this icon. Now we want some text. So let's put here a div. Inside this div, you want some information, some text information. And after you have the close button, so a button, type button. Not going to put any class now, let's just put the tags first. And the X close button. Okay. Now we can start with our classes. So here we are going to start with, I'm going to do like this. I'm going to render this separately. So let's display flags. So flags. I'm going to choose the background colors. So let's put some BG blue 200 first, just to make sure you have something. Let's put a padding 4. And let's make text color. Let's see here the text blue 800. And what else can I do here? Okay, that's it for now. You're going to have something to choose from this background and from these text colors. But for now, this is it. Now here on the class name, let's put text small and font medium. Okay. I also need, I think for the button, you're going to put this, let's put some basic classes here for the button. Let me put margin left auto. Okay, good. The size of it, like 40 pixels. So high 8 for 32 pixels actually. And also width 32 pixels. Let me see. I want this to be centered at the middle. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do here. I'm going to subtract the margins because this is too big. This is too big and this is not centered. So I'm going to put minus margin X 1.5 and minus margin Y 1.5. Okay, so this is reduce everything. I'm gonna make rounded. We're gonna have a background when we rover. So I'm going to add rounded LG. And I'm going to make a padding of 1.5, which is 6 pixels. So now I have this centered. I think everything is okay now. Okay, this is good. So now what I'm going to do is I want this to be rounded. LG, because I want the border radius to be 8 pixels. Okay, we have that. What else? For this icon here, I'm going to add a size. I think 20 is good, 20 pixels. Okay. And now I want to give a margin for this icon. So let me put a class name, margin right. Margin right gives us 12 pixels. 12 pixels. Okay, good. I think this is the basic for everything. Now we need to add some conditional classes here so that we can have different types. So the first thing is I'm going to remove this. I'm going to put here a text prop. I'm gonna call this text. On our page, I can delete this, I can close this. On our, I'm going to make a const here. Let's call it text. I'm gonna put it here. And I'm going to put text here. No, text. Here I'm going to save, everything should be the same. Good. I think this is it for our basic. Now we need to give some types, different types here. What I'm going to do now is we're going to create types for the background and for the text and for the icons. So let's start with const, what can we call this? BG color types. Color types is going to be an object. So if we don't have this prop, we're going to call this prop like type. We're going to have a type prop here. If you don't have the type prop, so if type is undefined, I'm going to have for the color here BG gray 100, and I'm going to copy in this and put 4 more. If the type is info, we're going to have blue for the background. If the type is success, we're going to have it green for the background. If the type is warning, we are going to put yellow. And if the type is error, we are going to put red. And for here, we're going to remove this. And after it, we are going to make a conditional here. Let's call BG color types and pass type as the default. So this is after. Okay. Let's see if it works. Okay, we have the background default. We're going to do the same thing with the text color. So let's make a const. Let's call it text color is going to be an object. We are going to have the same types here. So undefined, info, success, warning, and error. And the same colors. The difference is going to be that it's not 100, it's 800. And you're going to remove this. We are going to put conditional here. I'm going to call text color and pass the type as the prop. And yeah, it's not BG, it's text inside the text color. Okay, now we have it. We can come here now and we can put the different types here. So we can put type, let's call it success. I'm going to copy this one. Success, info, warning, and error. Let's see if it worked. Okay, good. Let me put here some gap between this. I think we can do flex school, and gap 2. Okay, good. Let's put gap, no, gap 2 is good. Let me see if my face is not showing. Okay, my face is right below the next, the one that is on below here. Okay, so we have the colors and we have the background. We need to put a hover here. And yeah, let me see. So what else can we do? We can put, oh, we have the icons. Let's do the icons first. We're going to do the same thing here. Let's make a const, let's call icon. And here we have the same types here. But instead of calling this text, we're going to call the let's call this icon component. I think it's better. So here we're going to call is the icon that we need to put it here. So instead of the text, we're going to put here, let's call it, for the undefined, we have no icon. For the info, we have info icon. I'm going to put the size in the margin here. Okay, I'm going to close this. For the success, we're going to call check circle 2. I'm also going to put here the margins and the size. For here, the text, the warning, it's going to be alert circle. Alert circle with the size and class name and the margin. And for the error, we are going to put the X circle. Let me save. And now for the icons, instead of this, we're going to have a conditional, and we're going to call icon component, and we're going to pass the type as the prop. Let's see if it worked. Okay, good. We have different icons now, depending on the type. This is good. What else do I need? I don't think I need to change anything for the text. The text, it's it. I just have a feeling that this is not that centered. I'm gonna leave it to it later. Okay, now for the button, we need to let's add a prop, because maybe you want to have this close button to show, and maybe not. So I'm going to add a prop here. Let's call it closable. I'm going to put here. So if you have closable, then I'm going to render this button component here. And inside here, let me put, I don't know, the first one. And the third one. Okay, so we have these two here. Good. What else do we need now? We need to set here. We need to set here if you can hide this. I'm really bothered by this. If I put inline flex or display inline flex. Okay, I think now it's actually centered. Looks better now. What else? Let me see. I need to make a hover here. So I'm also going to add a hover component, hover const here. So let me put hover. I'm going to put the same thing, the same types, but instead of background, actually I'm going to copy the background here. Copying the background, and before the BG you're going to add hover and 2 dots. So if, let me put here, change the class name, add these strings. Here we close. So here we put hover. And type, if we hover. It didn't work. Should the hover be... I think we missed the size here. 20. Okay, now it's centered. Good. Maybe the hover, it's not here. Let me think. If I put the class name here, and I put the hover over here, does it work? No, it didn't work. I have button, I have type. Ah, we don't have... No, the color should be the same. Did I put everything correct here? Hover type. Let me inspect this and see if we find something. Elements. Yeah, let me come back here with the hover here. We have hover BG blue, it's here. But when I'm hovering, it's not show. BG blue 100. I think it's the color it's wrong. Let's change here. Instead of 100, it's 200. Okay, now we have the hover. Good. Just let me see if we... Let me put this here, here, and here. Make sure all hovers are working. Okay, so the closable, it's working. Hover, it's working. Now we need to actually close this. So when I make on click. I'm going to close this. Let me call close alert. Okay. So inside here, we are going to need to add a prop. We need to add some style here, the hidden style, tailwind here. And for that, I'm going to make a const. I'm going to make use state. Let me call close and set close equal use state. It's empty. And when I click close alert, let's make a function here. Close alert is going to set close to hidden. And inside here, we're going to add the close conditional here. So let me save. It's working or not? Components is there component. You are importing component that needs use state. Okay. So you can, it only works on a client component. So you need to come here, and before everything, you need to put use client. So this is going to tell next that this is a client component, and you can modify the state. Otherwise, you can do this in the server. Okay, good. Let me see if it works. Good, it's working. Yeah, I believe everything is working, and this is it. If you want the files for this project, I'm gonna leave in the description for everyone that support this channel on Patreon, and you can have the files. Also, let me know what components you want to see next. I'm doing the same thing using Nuxt, so make sure to check that out. And that's it. See you on our next video.